We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. 180!
Check, watch 54. You don't want none. Pick up the ball. Check 50.
Two!
Check. Lucky.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And now the Seahawks are going to take it. Out here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 180!
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Kill.
To throw is Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check. Mike's 54. Come on, baby. Come on, man.
Garoppolo now. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Watch the safety creep.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Let's go, defense. 18. Tight dog. Hey, 0.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
Here we go. 180!
What we got? Check 43.
1, Omaha.
'54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Here I come again.
Check. 21. Here we go.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jarek McKinnon. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Seahawks take over the first down at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now a man who played collegiately here in the Golden State, Rashad Penny. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The tackle made there by Kyler Fackrell.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. It'll be a gain of 6, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down.
57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. Bend it.
From the gun, it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. D Ford, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
One left.
57's right. Here we go, D. Here I go.
Throwing is Wilson. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
What? Lady.
57's right. Guys, game situation. Let's go. Kill.
95.
Third and long. It's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
12, fellas, here we go.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Ricky.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for George Kittle. Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
You're not ready.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready?
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. I hope you brought your reps because I'm about to take you through. 36.
14.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson rolling to his right. This complete to Lockett. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
for signal.
Check, 59, 59.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Shift. Watch the shift.
Let's twist.
Dale.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson, he'll buy some time right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
This is Breida. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Here we go.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18.
Watch twist. Jim.
11.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Mike, here we go. 180.
I smell fear in that offense.
21.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Watch the flood. Motion.
Here's Breida. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
11.
Check.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And an alley to run. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him, though. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Give these traps. Let's go. Watch it.
65.
They run with Breida. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the run.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Niners on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8.
Check Mike 27.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Here we go.
Check. Watch 54. Tackles.
White.
Shoot.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
On the Seahawks 8-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Defense wins championships, baby. Check
37.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Man open, it's Goodwin. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny, and he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll make it 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Double time. Hey. 4 down. Watch 20, steal that.
Now Rashad Penny. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Hey, defense, let's go.
Play action. It's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. D Ford. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Come on now, let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. D Ford able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there. And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is. Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
19. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Hey, tight. 57 to Mike.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got his man here. It's Gary Jennings, Jr. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
26 yards.
Single receiver.
Penny, a 1st down carry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game. I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there. Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll run it again with Penny. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Good job right there. Good job right there. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Stop your
25, 25.
57 Mike. Mike 57. Here we go. Here we go.
Check.
Hey, switch gears. Switch gears.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Now it's Penny. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Fight. 315.
57. Yeah.
Again, it's Penny. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here we go again. 57's the mic. Rock 57. Coming. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3.
Here's Wilson to throw on 3rd down. And he's got Lockett. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chris Jones able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Go.
Here's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. David Moore, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Here we go, here we go,
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They'll start on the ground with Breida. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I'm coming! I'm coming! I'm coming!
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Check, check. Walk with me forward. Walk with me forward. Check. Check. Hot route. Hot, hot. Check. Nickel, nickel, nickel.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check mark 27.
11.
Here we go, here we go.
To throw is Garoppolo. The 20. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
21.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Garoppolo now. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes us 2nd and 9. Here's Mostert. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Mike, 55. Check.
Now Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin there to make the grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson escaping. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Good job right there. Left pass, left pass.
Come, baby, I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Wilson now throwing on 3rd and long. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the 1st down marker. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Guys, out time. Let's get off the field.
Let's go, touch.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And it is incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. 180.
Right there, 54 Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot. Check.
21.
Mostert. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Here we go, here we go.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
11. Check Mike 27. Check Mike. Hey, exit.
Get this. Mike 27. Mike 27. Mike 27.
Ready?
Throwing now is Garoppolo. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Mike 57.
Now Wilson on 3rd down. And he's got his target. That's more. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now Wilson. Sideline throw. That's caught by Moore. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Again, Wilson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Wilson, he gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Slide 90.
Three bud.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And it's caught by Jennings. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, it's Wilson. Steps away. He'll try and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
But this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Kill.
Now Mostert. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Switch.
This is Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 14 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game, Byron.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Now Wilson on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Come on, QB, come on.
Mike, check, 59.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson being chased out left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. From the shotgun, Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to keep it here.
No.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. D Ford getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Here we go. Let's bring it.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Completes it to Jennings. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Myers able to knock it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 180. 54. I got one.
And to give this time to the tailback. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. The dive unsuccessful. The big fella can't pick it up. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
Yeah, we'll see if they go back to base. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mike 5-9, Mike 5-9.
Alert. 12.
Mike is 59, Mike the 59.
I'm here all day.
Throwing again. Wilson flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship. And now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.